Okay, welcome. Day 2 of STEAM. Again, you're going to come into your tile. Daily participation is always the first thing, so today's daily participation 2. Remember, yesterday we covered the About Me folder and that project. Remember, that project is due Monday, the 14th. Make sure you watch the video that is in the folder on instructions, and make sure you read the rubric before clicking Submit. And remember, you have to click the white Submit button on that for that project to get turned in. Today, we'll be working on our second Get to Know You project. It's called the Wanted Poster for 8th grade and the Coat of Arms project for 7th grade. So again, there's an instructional video in the folder, also the project, which is your copy, and the rubric for you to look at. I'm going to take you to an example of the project in my Google Drive. I have one that's already done. So for the Wanted project, we're creating a wanted poster as if you created or committed like a silly crime. So some people have done drinking too many Starbucks Frappuccinos, getting too many basketball hoops or shots at the game, playing too many instruments. So those are some of the ideas. I'm going to show you mine. So page 1 is the instructions. Draw and color in the spaces, write 2 paragraphs, 5 sentences each, detailing your crime, and make sure it's a funny story, and make sure you use details from your wanted poster. So let's talk about the poster first. I'm going to fill in the text boxes for the different activities that I'm doing. So I'm going to zoom in. My height, my grade I'm in, my age, birthday, who I hang out with, my friends, and then I put a selfie of myself, mugshot. Over here, I'm in charge of coming up with the outfit I was seeing when committing the crime. So make sure you have at least 3 pieces of clothing. I have a hat, a shirt, pants, and shoes that I was wearing. And then fingerprints. So how do I do those? If I click Insert Image, and I can pick from the web. I can do this from Google or inside of the project. Fingerprint. And PNGs are usually the easiest type of file because they don't have white behind them. Fingerprint PNG. And I can pick any of these, pick 2 different fingerprints because remember, all your fingerprints are different. So choose 2 different fingerprint-looking fingerprints. Okay, and same thing with the outfits. You can Google and insert the images of the outfit pieces you're wearing. Make sure you have at least 3 there. In this section, Ms. Watts is giving you a heart, and it says copy the heart emoji and paste it into the different states you've been. So you have to highlight it and highlight just one of them. You only have one to look at. Highlight it, copy it, Control-C, Control-V to paste it to the different states and move it to the states that you've been to. If you've been to anywhere outside of the U.S., you can list them on the side like I did. And that way I can see where else you've been. So copy and paste the hearts. And then once you've completed this, then the story becomes easier. So drinking too much coffee at Sheets, make sure I included details in the story. And I'll leave it up here so you can read it for a second, or you could pause the video. It talks about me liking Vietnamese food. It talks about my friends from the thing and hiking and shows that I watch based on this poster that I created. So make sure that you insert some of the details from your poster into your funny what you're wanted for story. Make sure you put what you're wanted for in the top box, and then you write at least 2 paragraphs for the story. And you can make sure the text box you can shrink. If it keeps getting bigger, you can always delete some of the spaces to make it shrink back to the page. Okay? If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me.